y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lataya and I'm back with another video. If you guys are new, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are returning, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a little different. I was contemplating with myself if I even wanted to like talk about this, but I just thought maybe I should, and then this will be probably like the last time. Pretty much this video is going to be about me opening up about my relationship that just ended. If you guys haven't watched my video that says we broke up, you can go back to that video and then watch this. I mean, I really didn't go into detail what happened, but you know, you can go watch that one too. So my relationship ended about 2 weeks ago. The reason it ended was because me and my ex got into it, and we've had like multiple arguments about like the same issue, just constantly, like it just kept happening, and I kind of was like tired of it. Like, you know, I have a lot going on in my life right now. Like, you know, I'm trying to get myself together, I'm trying to, you know, reach goals that I have set and stuff like that, and I'm dealing with like family as well. So the arguments just was not helping. Like, okay, so how I viewed my relationship, like my relationship is what like kind of kept me sane, and you know, my ex was that person that kept me sane, you know, in this crazy world. So the arguments just got to the point where it was just, you know, like now it feels like, you know, you're no longer, or this person's no longer keeping you sane. They're kind of causing, you know, a lot of stress and adding a lot of stress to your life, to my life, and that's what I was feeling. You know, we've had arguments back to back, kind of, pretty much, and you know, the last argument before this argument, you know, I told him, like, you know, I don't want to argue with you, like, you know, I have a lot going on, you know, it's just too much going on, and this is not something I'm gonna argue about. The argument was pretty much about, you know, regarding, you know, insecurities and stuff, and we just constantly would argue about that. It's just about insecurities and stuff that needed to be worked on, you know. So the type of person I am, like, I'm really nice, I'm really, like, I'm not gonna say I'm friendly, but I'm not gonna be rude to people. So I feel like I'm a super nice person. I feel like you know, anybody who comes up to me, like, you know, you're not gonna get a rude ass person, okay? So that was kind of an issue in our relationship, just how I am as a person. That was an issue in our relationship, and you know, that's me, you know, like, that's how I am. Anybody who knows me, or you know, who knew me like a while ago, even today, like, that's how I am. Like, you know, I'm a nice person. So that was an issue. You know, it was other things, not just that. I just don't want to bring it up just because, you know, I don't want to like bash my ex or anything. Like, I was in a relationship with my ex for 2 years, and of course I loved him and I cared about him. I don't like to meet people, get to know them, and then eventually like not ever speak to them again. Like, that's never what I want. Like, I don't like going through stuff like that. I don't like ending relationships. I don't like that. This was my first relationship, and you know, I was trying to really like hold on, like everything that was going on, all the arguments and stuff, you know, we would get through. I'm not going to edit this much just because I don't really want to talk too much about everything. The argument that led us to actually breaking up, it was a lot of stuff that was said that I didn't appreciate. I lost a lot of respect, I lost trust, I just looked at this person differently. I looked at my ex differently, and that's why I made the decision that, you know, I wanted to focus on, you know, my journey to finding happiness and healing, because I'm not gonna lie, the past month, every argument that we had within the past month or two, it's been regarding the same issue, just about different things. And it just was very, very annoying. I was dealing with it for the, you know, the past 2 years. I was accommodating him and, you know, in that area and stuff. And, you know, I just started to realize, like, this, I shouldn't be, you know, doing this. I shouldn't have to sit here and do this, you know. And I get it, like, you're supposed to think of your partner and make sure, like, you know, you think about them, like, when you're doing things. Like, if they don't want you doing something, you know, don't do it. Like, if it's gonna affect them, don't do it. And I understood that. But at the same time, it was like things that I would do and not even think of. Like, okay, somebody comes up to me in the store or something, like an older person or an old man, like, ask me a simple question like, am I in your way? No, you're not in my way. Go about my day. You know, stuff like that was an issue. And, you know, it just, that's me. Like, I'm not gonna be rude to people. I'm not about to just sit here and ignore you. Like, to me, that's being rude. Like, I'm not gonna lie, to me, that's being rude. I'm not that type of person. And that just was an issue. I'm very thankful that I met him. I'm very grateful that he came into my life, because we both came into each other's life at like a rough time. And, you know, we were both there for each other, and he was my best friend. Like, he literally was my only best friend. I've never been close with anybody like that. So this was like a really big change in my life, and I was very scared of it just because I didn't want to lose that person. We're there for each other in like really, really hard times. You know, like, it's, the past 2 years was, you know, an eye-opener. I'm gonna say the past couple of weeks, like, since we broke up like 2 weeks ago, I feel like if some things weren't said, when I made that decision to walk away, I feel like we could have worked on something. But it just, you know, I just felt like I looked at this person like way differently, and it was kind of hard for me to get past that. And, you know, I asked for time and stuff like that, time to, you know, actually heal and actually, like, you know, forgive him for the things, because, you know, and nobody's perfect, and I understand that. I'm not perfect, and I know that. But at the same time, it's like, when you've been with somebody for however many plus years, for like a really, really long time, it's just certain things you just would never expect somebody to do or say. And that's just how I was feeling. And it was like really, really hurtful, you know, what was said. You know, I just never expected someone that I was with and that, you know, loved me. I never expected that. And it just made me look at life differently. It made me look at my ex differently, and it just made me realize, you know what, I have a lot going on in my life, and the person that I was building like a future with and stuff, I lost trust in that person. I lost respect in that person. I lost a lot about that person, and it just felt like there was no way for me to like really come back from that right then and there. Like, I wanted time, because, you know, I feel like I'm a very forgiving person. I feel like, you know, I'm very understanding, and I feel like people do take advantage of that. I feel like people definitely do take advantage of that. And, you know, I just wanted that time. I really wanted that time, that space. I didn't know how long it was going to take me to forgive, you know, my ex for doing that. And, you know, I let him know that, you know, I felt like I was being rushed in my decision and what I wanted to do. Like, I really just needed time away from him, because I didn't know how I was going to feel. But like, in that moment, that's how I felt. Every past argument we've gotten into, I've always felt like, you know, I'm pretty sure he felt like this too. Like, when we would be super, super upset with each other, we would be like, you know, we're done. Like, we would, you know, cuss each other out and say stuff we didn't mean. But then a few days later, like, we would always get back with each other, or close to a week later, we would always, you know, talk it out and stuff. And I wanted time away. Like, I really wanted to take those days away. But at the same time, like, we had an argument about the same stuff like 2 weeks before. And then even 2 weeks before that, I'm not even gonna say 2 weeks before that, but like a month before that, at the beginning of April, 2 weeks into April, we had argued about the same thing. I just needed time. I really just needed time to figure out what I wanted to do, because I was already stressed. Like, I'm already just, you know, going through a lot. And, you know, we both knew each other was going through a lot. And at the same time, like, I still was willing to give it a try, or I was still willing to communicate with him, even though, you know, what he said and what he did. Like, I really wanted my time and space away, just so I could like completely heal, and forgive him. We've been together for 2 years. Like, we were together every day. Like, literally, my family knows. Anytime they call me, I was with him. To not like talk to each other for like a whole week or even see each other for like a whole week, you know, on my end, I didn't want to see him. You know, I didn't want to communicate with him every single day just because of, you know, what he said when we had broke up, you know, and it rubbed me the wrong way. And it just was like, wow, like, you really said this, now I don't really want to talk to you or anything like that, just because I feel hurt. I wasn't leading him on in any way. I kept telling him. We got into it on a Saturday. We didn't talk for like 2 or 3 days. I messaged him on like a Tuesday. I want to say a Tuesday, and I just was like, you know what? I had already made my decision that I wanted to take time to myself and focus on myself, because it's like we keep arguing about the same things. Maybe we need some time apart from each other. So that's where my head was at. So I let him know that, you know, I just told him, like, you know, focus on yourself, focus on the things that you need to work on. Maybe we just need time apart. And I just was really thinking that, because even, you know, 2 weeks before that we had an argument, I was thinking the same thing. So he already knew, you know, that was an issue. You know, he never wanted to take time away. Yes, I did send him a long text message about, you know, at the end of the text message, it just said, you know, hopefully in the future we can rekindle our love, because we literally had a whole future together. We planned a lot of stuff together, and it's just like, you know what, if you're willing to work on yourself, and I'm willing to work on myself, hopefully, I don't know how long it would take, hopefully in the future we can rekindle our love, because we've been together for 2 years, we planned so much. So that's why I said it. But yeah, like, I didn't really know if I wanted to talk about this whole situation. I didn't really explain everything. I kind of jumped all over the place. It's a lot. If you guys want a full story time on what like completely happened, detail after detail after detail, like all the details, make sure to comment that down below. So yeah, that was pretty much me opening up about my past relationship. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video, put it out there, see whoever's interested. If you guys were following the couples page, Dante and Lataya, and if you have came from that page to my page, you guys will get like I guess you guys will have like a little background on what happened. I will catch you guys in my next video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you guys are notified when I post. And yes, I will catch you guys in my next video.